my name is Rebecca Powers with SLCT, and here is what's happening in Sterling and Lancaster. The Bigelow Public Library will be hosting Swords Through the Ages on Wednesday, October 21st at 6 p.m. This event includes live demonstrations of swordplay. The library will also be starting its graphic novel book club on October 22nd at 3:30 p.m. Both of these events are for children 10 and older. For more information, contact the library at 978-365-4160. The Seven Bridge Writers Collaborative will be hosting an author event at the Thayer Memorial Library November 2nd at 6:30 p.m. This event will host Richard Marcello, the author of The Color of Home and The Big Wide Calm. For more information, call the library at 978-368-8928. The Wachusett Music Series presents the Blackstone Valley Bluegrass Band October 24th at 7 p.m. at the First Church in Sterling. For more information or to purchase tickets, go to www.wachusettmusic.net. The Neshoba Regional High School will be holding its fall band concert on October 22nd at 7 p.m. in the school's auditorium. To purchase tickets, go to the school's website at nrhs.nrsd.net.
This is Lex Thomas. I'm editor of Sterling Meeting House News, and I'm here today with Chris LeBrack, who is the new principal of Chocksett Middle School. Now, Chris, you took on your duties, I know, at the beginning of July, but it wasn't until September. Well,
1st.
yeah, that the kids came in.
Yep.
So how's it going?
It's been great. It really has been great. The students have been a lot of fun to start to get to know. The faculty and staff here is fantastic, very caring. It really has been wonderful. I don't think I could have expected anything better.
Now, how big a student body is it here?
We're just over 400 kids, about 100 kids per grade level, in
Right.
grades 5 through 8, so just about 400
Grades 5
students.
through 8, right. And now, are there any challenges that you really feel that you're facing, things that maybe you didn't expect?
Nothing that I didn't expect at this point. I'm sure something will come up. There's always something.
Sure.
Never say never in education. But right now, I think the biggest challenge I face is getting to know everybody, getting to know the staff on a more personal level, getting to know the students, building those relationships that really make being in education rewarding and fun.
Now, how large a staff do you have here?
We have about 50 staff members in the building.
Right.
So about just over 35 teachers and just under 15 teaching assistants, paraprofessionals, secretaries.
That's a lot of people to get to know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, what are your goals coming into this?
Well, I really have two priorities. I believe the first priority of any school principal is to make sure that the school environment is safe, comfortable, caring, and a fun place for kids to come to school and adults to come to work. So that's my first priority. I don't think we have a negative school climate right now, but I think it's always something that you can improve and put your own stamp on. And then my second priority for the year is to be a resource for the staff here at Chocksett. Mr. Cipero's done a wonderful job for the last 3 years, but he's been torn between two schools. And so I think the middle school staff is really looking for somebody who can come in and be a resource to help them do their job as effectively as possible.
Now, you come into this as well with a significant amount of experience. Where are you coming from?
Is that a nice way of saying I'm getting older?
If you are, then I am too.
All right, good. Well, I guess it beats the alternative.
Here you go.
Yeah, I come in, my background is special education. I have a master's degree in special education from Assumption College, and I've taught in the inclusive setting at a middle school level. I've taught in a pull-out and inclusive setting at the high school level. I've spent a little bit of time working with students who are more cognitively disabled and more self-contained programs. So that's where I started and how I started. I spent time as a evaluation team chairperson, so running the IEP meetings for special education team meetings. And then I've spent the last 9 years as the associate principal in West Boylston, doing mostly middle school work.
Well, we wish you all the best. And I know that one of our reporters did an interview with you for Sterling Meeting House News, and you did say that you were willing at any time to talk to parents.
Yeah.
They can just email you and call to the
Yeah.
school. So
Yeah.
that's something you welcome.
Absolutely. Please let us know. I mean, I think one of our biggest challenges in education is knowing what's not going well for the kids, because they don't always tell us. So if there's something that's not going well for you or your student, please call us and let us know. It's the only way we can help is if we know about it. So.
And of course, as I said to you earlier, I am a chalk set parent myself, and not now, but in former days, and volunteered here a lot. And I'm sure that your volunteers are still very important to you.
Hugely, a huge piece of the Chockset community. As I start to get more and more aware of what happens, volunteers are a huge piece of the Chockset community. The PTO is always looking for people to help with various fundraisers. PTO committed just yesterday to helping us fund a trip for our 6th graders to go to the Christopher McCullough Center at Framingham State University, which is a wonderful experience, which they'll pay the majority of, which is great. But they're always looking for people to help them organize those fundraisers and be involved at the school, various activities, school dances, things like that. So always looking for and accepting help. Absolutely.
Well, welcome to Chockset Middle School, and all the best. And if there's anything that you can do to help in the volunteer effort, we will be posting a website and phone numbers for you to contact. Thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Thank you.
The town of Sterling is seeking eager volunteers to help fill the open spots on boards and committees in town. For a list of positions and how to apply, visit the Sterling website, www.sterling-ma.gov. Digital magazines and newspapers are now available at the Conan Public Library. This new collection includes popular materials such as The New Yorker, Reader's Digest, Cosmopolitan, and many more. For more information, contact the library at 978-422-6409. The Holden PTA is hosting a craft fair and fall festival on October 24th from 9:30 to 3:30 at the Leroy Mayo Elementary School. There will be crafters from all over New England, raffles, fall games, and hands-on activities for kids. The Sterling American Legion Post 189 will be holding their annual Ham and Bean Supper on November 7th at the First Church Hall in Sterling at 5:30 p.m. Takeout will be available. To purchase tickets, call Bruce Stagno at 508-852-8186. Sterling Legion Post 189 is also inviting all veterans to join them on November 8th to observe Veterans Day. The parade will start at 1 p.m. at the Hillside Cemetery and will proceed to the Memorial Park on Cross Street.
In June 2015, shovels went in the ground on this site, which is the site of the new senior center in Sterling, and I cannot believe now to see where we have got, and we're just at the beginning of September. I've got here Maureen Cranston, who is a select person in Sterling and also on the senior center building committee. You must be absolutely so proud of this, Maureen.
Well, on a lot of levels, I'm proud of it. I'm excited to know that after 17 years, this is where we are, and this is moving along quite well. As you said, the mid to late June, we put in the shovels, we did the groundbreaking. They are ahead of schedule and anticipate being ahead of schedule as far as opening. When we started this process, everybody we talked to said there was no chance for it to be done before next June, 2016. And these gentlemen hope to be out of here by the end of January.
That's a significant
big time
difference.
Big time. I'm saying with construction, they're being optimistic, so I'm looking at February, March.
Sure.
Depending on the weather. But they're hoping to have it buttoned up before any of our New England weather comes in.
Sure.
And as you can see, that's definitely a possibility. The roof is on, they're inside now, putting up walls. The construction trailer itself will probably be gone in the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Wow.
It's just moving right along. It's very exciting.
Now that's amazing. Now, at what point are you really weather dependent? I mean, what can happen that would really slow this down? Because it seems to me that with winter coming, once we get snow, especially the kind of snow that we can get, that might really affect things.
Well, they'll be mostly inside by the time that happens, and hopefully in the next 4 to 6 weeks this will be all graded and the parking lot will be more defined. You can't really see it right now. So weather-wise it shouldn't be a problem. As you can see, they're putting on the roof. There goes our shingles.
Right.
So that's all set,
yes.
ready to roll. And as I said, they're inside putting up walls, so it's kind of fun.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and just so you know, we're trying to make it fit into the whole area as far as the outside of the building is going to be more of a like a brick red or a barn red, you know, so it'll kind of blend right in with the school.
Sure.
You know, we'll have the tree line along Boutel and up the driveway over there from Muddy Pond. Yay!
And
so
you've got
hopefully this
that
time next year
wonderful.
we're inside doing this.
And you've got that wonderful view of the mountain there as
Unbelievable
well.
view.
Yes.
Yep. And next year it'll be the place to be for the Sterling Fair's fireworks on Friday night. Sitting out on the terrace, looking down towards the airport,
Sure.
selling tickets.
Sure. Now, what's the next big thing? I know that the roof was a huge thing. What's the next major thing that we're
Well,
going
it'll
to
be
see?
the siding
Right.
and the things that you don't see that are done, like the septic system is in, the grease traps are going in. So the inside, the siding will be put on. Obviously, windows, etc. They'll start pouring around the side for the sidewalk and the entry. Just pretty typical moving
Sure.
along.
Are you
Right.
spending a lot of time down here watching the progress?
Well, I do a lot of ride-bys.
Sure.
And we have construction meetings every Thursday at 2 o'clock. So I come to those when I feel it's necessary. But at this point, most of the project is in the hands of the professionals. You know, the volunteers that got this started and got it out there. We're kind of in the back seat now. We only meet, our committee only meets maybe once a month. But the constructions meetings are every Thursday at
Right.
2. So, but those are the project managers, it's the architects, it's the the builders, BSI.
Right.
You know, so all of those guys come together every Thursday, 2 o'clock. So
And how are the town seniors feeling? They must be excited about
they
this.
got to be excited about it. This is a long-awaited project, you
Yeah,
know. So
definitely.
for them, you know, I get some comments. Oh, it looks so small, and yeah, it's not the biggest senior center, but you know what? It's a lot better than a basement in Buttrick building.
Exactly.
So it's going to be bright and inviting and exciting.
Well, it looks fantastic, and we certainly look forward to taking a tour of it once it opens.
Hey, anytime you want a tour, just throw on your work boots and your hard hat, and we'll take you in.
We'll take you up on that.
All right.
Thanks very much, Maureen.
All right, thank you, Lex.
The Rosemary Davis Nature Series presents Evolution, Adaptation, and Specification, November 3rd at 6:30 p.m. in the Thayer Memorial Library. Animal Adventures from Bolton will discuss the different types of evolution and adaptation we see in nature. For more information, contact Karen Silverthorne at 978-368-8928, extension 4, or ksilverthorne@cwmars.org. October is Disability Awareness Month in Lancaster, and the Lancaster Commission on Disability will be holding events throughout the month. The next event will be on October 20th at 6 p.m. in the Thayer Memorial Library and will be a discussion on how to successfully modify living spaces for accessibility. The Thayer Memorial Library is now offering free streaming of indie flicks from their website, www.thayermemoriallibrary.org. All you need is a valid library card. The Sterling Spooky Walk will be held on October 26th at 5 p.m. in front of the 1835 Old Town Hall. Children dressed up in their costumes and accompanied by their parents will walk down Main Street collecting candy. For more information, contact Kristen Deedle at 978-422-3041. I'm Rebecca Powers, and that's what's happening. If you have a local event you'd like to see on this program, contact SLCT. SLCT is looking for more volunteers to help with filming and editing. If you know someone interested, have them contact us at 978-733-1139 or email slc.tv810@gmail.com. We'd like to remind you to find us on Facebook and YouTube.